Hey, how you doing? My name's Matt B. I'm a guitar and bass instructor based out of Raleigh, North Carolina, and I'm here today to teach you how to play guitar. I'm getting a little tired of everybody saying that it's hard or anything like that, so let's dispel all the rumors right now. It isn't hard to play guitar, okay? Guitar is very easy. In fact, it's probably the easiest instrument to learn and probably the hardest to master, but just to learn how to play it is not hard at all. In fact, over 26 years I've been teaching, I've taught literally thousands of people how to play guitar. It's not hard at all, okay? So get that out of your head. In fact, it's really, really easy. In fact, I can teach you in probably about 15 to 20 minutes, you will be playing guitar, okay? In the 26 years I've been teaching, I have never had anybody not be able to do it. I've taught kids as young as 5 years old, and my oldest student to date was a woman that started playing at 88 years old. So it does work. It's nothing revolutionary, it's just a different approach to it. So don't think I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. I'm not doing anything. I'm just showing it in a different way, and it seems to work. I noticed that, you know, with my students, they're playing a lot quicker than students that just go on YouTube or they go to other teachers. I'm not dogging any other teachers, believe me. I mean, we're all in this trying to learn together. So it's just a way that works, all right? So first things first, you need a couple things. You need a guitar. You need an in-tune guitar. I'll put a link in the bottom for guitar tuners, you know, for your iPhone or everything like that. I might even do a quick video on how to tune your guitar. And then after that, we're going to go over how to read a chord chart. And then I'm going to give you a couple of chords, and you'll be playing. All right? Let's get started. Okay, first things first. If you haven't done so, go down into the links, and I will put a link to download my lesson number 1. Okay? It's just one piece of paper. It's a PDF file. You can get to it real easy. And let me go through a couple things on it. First of all, chord chart. A lot of people have seen these. They're pretty simple. They're easy to understand. All they are is a map of the guitar. Okay, they're a map of what your guitar looks like. On the left-hand side here, we have the low E, the A, the D, the G, the B, and the E. The lowest string right over here, the low E, is right there. In fact, if you look at a guitar, it's the same thing. See that? Ooh, it's almost to scale. E, A, D, G, B, E. Okay? That's simple. Okay? On the other side over here, we have the little metal things that come down the guitar. They're known as frets. I wish I really had a cool story for you. I don't. Okay? They're called frets. What they do is they shorten the length of the string, and it actually makes the sound or the pitch of the note higher. Simple as that. Okay? So our frets, now that I bang my guitar all over the place, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. all the way up. And our strings, they go from the high string, this high one right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we have the low E string or the 6th string. Could be called either one. All right. Only thing after that is we have fingers. On our left hand, we have 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. Our thumbs are not counted. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. We take those numbers and we put them into this grid, and it shows you exactly where to put your fingers, and we're going to play what are known as chords. All right. So let's get started. Okay, now that you've downloaded your lesson 1, first chord we're going to start off with something easy. Every time I ask everybody, I say, what do you want to do? You want to do an easy chord or a hard chord? And they always say easy. So we'll start with an easy one, okay? First one we're going to do is G. All right, it's on the paper, and let's take a look at it. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your first finger on your left hand. Your first finger is going to go on the 2nd fret of the 5th string. Okay. Now the rule is we get as close to the fret as possible without being on top of it. If you're on top of it, you're going to hear buzzing. Okay. If you're too far behind it, it's going to kind of sound buzzy as well. But if you get as close as you can without being on top of it, you're going to get a nice sounding note, and you're not going to have to push very hard. Okay. 2nd finger is going to be on the 3rd fret of the 6th string, so it's right up here on top. Okay. 3rd finger is going to be on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, right here, and our 4th finger is going to go right underneath it. Okay? Simple as that. Fingers are all right there. We're going to have to squeeze a little bit. It is going to hurt a little bit in the beginning, It's no big deal. You can get past it. All right? No pain, no gain, right? We have the G. All you have to do is take your hand, or if you have a pick, put the pick in your hand, put it on the top string, or the 6th string right here, and just slowly go right through. Simple as that. Let me show you a little trick about the chord chart. If you're looking at a piece of paper, usually you're looking at it like this, right? Now, if you actually turn the piece of paper like this and lay it down on your table there, you are now looking at the chord exactly as it looks for your fingers. See that G right there? Boom. Just like that. So if you put this on the table in front of you like this, sometimes it's a little bit easier to visualize the chord. Okay, so you can start off with your paper turned sideways, and it'll be nice and easy. Okay? After that, you can kind of put the paper up, and then you tilt your head, and then you'll find yourself, okay, I can read these fine. Okay, so now we got the G. Again, first finger on the 2nd fret of the 5th string, 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the G string, 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and the pinky on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. Okay? My wrist is down. Some people have this problem where they put their wrist up a little tight and everything like that. A little hard. Just nice wrist is relaxed. My shoulders relaxed. My arms relaxed. Everything's relaxed. Okay? Cool. Next, let's do an E minor. E minor 7. You'll look on the sheet, it says E M7. That's not M7. It's E. The little M stands for minor 7. Not a normal chord that we would teach on the first lesson, but that's what makes this little system here a little bit different. I teach a little bit different chords, but there is a reason for it. Okay? Here we go. E minor 7. Our first finger is going to be on the 2nd fret of the 5th string. My 2nd finger is going to be on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. And if you notice, I had to take my first finger and move it back a little bit just to make room for my other finger to get in there. You know, I said that your fingers have to be as close to the fret without being on top, but you do have to move them sometimes to get them in there. There we go. And then our 3rd finger is going to be on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Again, we're going to take our pick or our thumb and just gently go through all the strings. Simple, right? So now we have 2 chords. We have G and we have E minor. It's not hard. Not hard at all, right? Okay. 3rd chord in this awesomeness is C add 9. It's not CAD 9. It's C add 9. Here we go. The difference between this chord and the rest so far is, you see on the 6th string it's got that big X over the top of it. All that means is we're not going to play that string. Instead of starting on the 6th string with our pick or with our thumb, we're going to start on the 5th string. Okay? Let's try and make that C add 9. Here we go. 2nd finger. Let's start with the 1st finger. 1st finger is going to be on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. Our 2nd finger is going to be on the 3rd fret of the 5th string. And our 3rd finger is going to be on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Now remember, this time, instead of playing from the 6th string down, we're going to play from the 5th string down. So our fingers are just going to look like this. There we go. See that? No 6th string on this one. Okay, 3 chords down, 1 to go. This one's an easy one. Okay? Here we go. We have a D. I kind of call it the triangle chord because it kind of resembles a triangle. 1st finger is going to go on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. My second finger is going to go on the 2nd fret of the 1st string, and my 3rd finger is going to go on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. In this D chord, we actually have 2 X's. We're not going to play the 6th string or the 5th string. We're going to play from the 4th string down. Okay? Let's take a look at it. Here we go. It's a simple chord. They're all simple. Okay, so just a quick review. We've got G. We've got E minor 7. We've got C add 9. And we've got D. Alright, so now I got a question for you. There is something that is the same with all 4 of these chords. All right, try and figure it out. I'll give you 2 seconds here to figure it out. Let's see here. Okay, did you figure it out? Okay, for those of you that did, it is the 3rd finger. The 3rd finger is the same on every single one of these chords. Okay, and that's the key to what this little system that I have going here is. Imagine you're in a little boat, okay, and you're a little rowboat, and you just want to stay in one area. What do? You throw the anchor out, and you'll revolve around that anchor. You'll revolve. Yeah, you'll spin around that anchor. Okay, you won't go anywhere. Well, it's the same thing with how we're going to play. Right now, our 3rd finger is going to be the anchor. Okay, so we don't have to sit there and move all our fingers all over the place, because that's the hardest thing to do when you're first starting guitar. First thing is getting good chords. Second thing is actually moving them. So we're going to take care of 2 things in one shot. Here we go. 3rd finger sits right there. It's the anchor. All that has to happen are these 2 fingers have to move around, and we get all those chords. We get the C, we get the G, the D, the E minor. We can even get more chords, but we'll save that for another time. But imagine, I mean, all that has to happen is those 2 fingers. Simple. Cool. All right? So now, what can you do with 4 chords? Anybody's got any ideas? Hundreds of songs. Okay? Literally hundreds of songs can be played with these 4 chords. Stuff from everything from, you know, Sweet Home Alabama to Sweet Child of Mine. To Jimmy Buffett, to the Eagles, to Taylor Swift, to just about every genre, even like the R&B stuff has these 4 chords in them, okay? Certainly enough to get you through any party, through any open mic, through any jam session. Just to begin with, you can get yourself up and running and playing a ton of songs with just these 4 chords, okay? So if you never ever take a guitar lesson or another guitar lesson or anything in your life, take this piece of paper, learn it, and you'll be good to go. You can be sitting there at 90 years old, sitting on your front porch, and you'll have enough songs to play to keep you happy. Okay? That's the beauty of it. It's that simple. Okay? I don't know. What else? Is there anything else I can go over? Because I really haven't been going that long. It hasn't been 20 minutes. Probably did this about 10 minutes. How to practice. That word, practice. Strikes fear into most people's brain. Here you go. I'll give you my way of practicing. It's a little different. In order to play guitar, you have to understand one thing about it. It's not all about talent and everything like that. A lot of it is muscle memory. People out there that work out and do things like that, you'll understand what this is. Muscle memory is your muscles remembering how to do something. Okay, now it takes between 20 and 80 repetitions for your muscles to understand what they have to do. Okay, so if you, like a lot of people, would turn around, they take these 4 chords and they play them, and they're like, okay, I got that one, and then they go that one, and that one, and then they get bored, and they've repeated it maybe 3 or 4 times. Okay, that's not the way to practice. Okay, the way to practice would be this. How about you sit down in front of your TV, watching a TV show, right? And you pick 2 chords. I call this chord pairs. Take 2 chords. We'll take G and we'll take C add 9. Okay, and all you have to do is play the G, right? Excuse me. And then just switch your fingers. In this case, we don't have to move our 3rd finger, right? All we have to do is move the first 2 fingers down, like that. See that? That wasn't too tough at all, was it? G, and then C, and then G, and then C. My 3rd finger's not moving because it doesn't need to. Okay? You will find that after you do this, I don't know, 15 times, your fingers just start getting faster and faster. That's all you have to do. Okay? After 30 times, you're getting the hang of this now. After 50 times, all of a sudden you're going back and forth, and it's really, really simple. You know, and all of this while you're sitting there watching TV, and you'll realize that it was a commercial break, and all of a sudden you're done with 80 of them. It's that simple. It doesn't take long to do it. I've been doing it I don't know how many times right now. And then all you do, you can add your right hand to it. You can sit there and just go and just strum each one of them. Simple as that. Then pick two other chords. Take E minor and D. There's E minor 7 and D. And again, just go back and forth. Just like that. Again, after about 20 times, it starts getting easier. 30 times, you know, you're starting to go nice and easy. It's not about speed. It's just a matter that your fingers are learning how to do it. Okay? Repetition is the key. Okay, now another thing about practicing. You don't need to kill yourself. 15, 20 minutes a day, that's good enough in the beginning. You know, you're going to go through the part where your fingers are going to hurt a little bit, you know, because they're not used to holding steel strings down. You'll get through it. You'll get a little bit of callus on there, and you won't feel it at all. Okay? This should get you through the beginning. Okay? 4 chords. All you have to do is try and get them to sound good. Okay? It's all you're looking for. You're looking for good sounding chords with all the notes that are supposed to be there ringing out. Alright? I hope that helps. If you have any questions, problems, trials, tribulations, whatever you want to do, hit me up on my website, the email. I'll put links down there. Put comments, anything you want. You want to share this video with your friends, with anybody, I'd love it. Alright? I really believe that everybody should be able to play guitar. Okay? That's not just some kind of sales pitch or nothing. I really believe it. It's an easy instrument to learn. It's fun. It will bring a lot of joy into your life. And if it helps you, just let me know about it. Alright? See you later.